Welcome to Parenting and Beyond, the channel where we touch lives one parent at a time. In the last episode, we talked about dealing with temper tantrums and maybe other difficult behavior as well today. One of the things you can do with a young child, 3-4-year-old, who is looking like they're about to burst into a temper, is to capture the moment with a lot of eagerness and enthusiasm. What does that mean? Picture this. You probably walk into a doctor's office and they remember the last time they were there, they had a jab. They got a vaccine prick. So they begin to look like they're getting ready to throw a tantrum. So you look at them and you say, "Oh, you've got a beautiful yellow dress. It's possibly blue." And they begin to pay attention to you and you're, "It's lovely. It looks like the sky." And then you're like, if it's a kid who knows yellow from blue, they'll be like, "It's blue." You say, "Oh, it's blue." See what you've done? They're not thinking about where they are anymore. And they have calmed down and you can continue. And you can do that, remember, only if you're calm. So try that with the younger kids as soon as you see something coming on. And see, you still have to be calm again. Never lose sight of that. What else can you do with your child? And this will apply not just to temper tantrums, but to other difficult behavior, like they could be fighting with their sibling, they could be being nasty or something. It could be any little thing. Is to prepare your child in advance for what I call success. Prepare them to succeed by teaching them the behavior you would like to see. This means that in advance, you tell them, when you sit to play with your brother, your sister, don't hit. I don't want to see you hitting. It's not nice. It's not polite. If something annoys you, run and tell me. If you feel like you're beginning to get frustrated, run and tell me. So pay attention and teach them in advance as they grow older what you can see. It might be a little hard for the young one, but for younger ones, you can prepare them. Like the example I gave of going to the doctors, you can already remind them, we are going to the doctors today, but today you will not get a prick. It will not be painful. The doctor will just check you up. And if you can, buy some toy, stethoscope, the device for listening in through the ear, play at home so that when they get to the doctors, it's not so scary and you don't get a temper tantrum. So those are two things you can try. The third thing you can do is to train your child using positive reinforcement and praise. Praise, you say, won't I be spoiling my children? Not flattery. Praise. Flattery is what will spoil, because flattery is about praising them for something they haven't done because you want to bribe them to do something you want. Praise is actually positive reinforcement. Here's an example of how to do it. After your child calms down, immediately after they calm down and you are probably ignoring the tantrum, you praise them for calming down. You tell them, "Good, you were in a tantrum, you were frustrated, you were screaming and yelling, but now you're calm. Now we can talk. Great. I am very grateful that you have been able to get there." Now that is something they have done, something they have achieved. So when you praise them, when you give them positive reinforcement, they want to do it again and again and again. And this actually cuts across all ages of children. It doesn't stop just with temper tantrums. It is a way you should use to train your children all along to improve their behavior. Just like we adults love being reaffirmed for things we achieve, so much more with the little ones. So praise them, praise them, praise them. The fourth thing you can do is to train your child to be accepting no answers. This is for older toddlers and older children. Of course, it will not work for the very young ones. What does this mean when you teach them to accept a no answer? Remember, life is always throwing no's at us. So play a game, prepare them in advance. You could tell them, we are going to the supermarket, we are following this list, we are not buying anything more, anything you'd like. Maybe they want a sweet, a chocolate, negotiate with them and say you're buying one item. And then tell them, some days you will say no. They will ask for something and you'll say no. And when you say no, they're going to feel sad, they're going to feel disappointed, they're going to want to get angry. But you tell them when that happens, take a moment, breathe, and it's okay. And then you'll be well. Play a game with them at home, practice. It sounds silly, doesn't it? But practice, take opportunities to say, yeah, let's play a game. What can I say no to? So even the child can come and tell you, Mom, can I ask for the glass? Yes, okay. Mom, I want the glass. And I say, do you remember the game we are playing? Yes. Okay, no, you can't have the glass. Okay, you know it's easy because it's a game, but practice so that when you actually say no, they don't throw a tantrum and you prevent the tantrum from happening so that you're not having to handle a tantrum, but you're preventing it before. And use it consistently until it's part of them, so that even when you are ready to say no, you're like, remember we played a game on how to say no? So they look at you and you're like, okay, I'm going to say no right now, so remember. And when they struggle, because now the real struggle will come, be with them in their emotion. Name the emotion so that they know what it is. Tell them, I know you're feeling sad, you're feeling disappointed. That's okay, but it's still a no. You'll be okay. And when they know that with all these emotions at the end of it, they'll be okay, they will stop being afraid of their own emotions, feeling overwhelmed, and they will calm down, and you will not have any more tantrums. So there you have it. You've got many tips. There are many other ways to do it, but just try those ones and see how it works. And let me know how it works for you. Leave a comment if you've tried some and let me know how it has gone. And if it has made some sense for you, like for the next topic, subscribe, share it with others who might benefit. See you in the next episode.